So it's not news that Ghana may have to play their remaining matches in Nigeria because their stadium, according to CAF, is not fit for them to play the AFCON matches. And so their stadiums were banned and stuff like that. So this has actually left them with a choice of, playing their remaining matches in Nigeria or in other West African countries. But this is a struggle because they would have to pick a West African country that is closest to them, easy to access, and quite familiar with them, like if you get what I mean. And from all of these West African countries, the one that is quite having a high percent of them really playing comfortably and feeling at home is actually Nigeria. And this has not really gone well with Ghanaians or with some Ghanaians because with the issue of Nigeria, Ghana, up and down the internet and everywhere, they really didn't feel comfortable, coming to Nigeria to play these matches. And there are a number of reasons why they don't want to, come to Nigeria to play these matches, which I am going to be dropping in this episode. And yeah, that's basically our topic today on this episode. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Do not forget to, click the subscribe button and join this family, because in this family we bring you news about living in Africa, what you need to know, investing in Africa, and everything that you need to know to make your stay in Africa worth the while. So on today's episode, it's about the Ghanaian stadiums that have been banned from playing the matches, the remaining matches that Ghanaians have to play for the AFCON qualifiers. So right now it's actually going on, qualifying for the AFCON games and everything. But Ghanaians recently have their stadium banned because the stadium, according to CAF, is not fit for them to play these matches. And there are a number of reasons why the stadiums are not fit for them to play these matches, according to CAF. And this has left Ghanaians with the choice to choose an African country that they will have to play their remaining matches. And for them to choose their countries, or for them to choose any other African countries to play, or West African countries to play the remaining of their matches, they have to choose the one that is quite easy or similar to them. For example, maybe something or a country that has same language, a country that is not so far, a country that shares the same kind of like bond with them, because all of these things are going to make their stay in that particular country worth the while. Is going to make them easy to adjust and all of those things, and also not to make them spend too much money when it comes to moving to that particular country, and playing their match. And this has left them with the choice of choosing Nigeria, because Nigeria has basically almost, if not every of these points that is going to help them actually play their matches very well. Nigeria has qualified stadium. Nigeria speak English, which is going to, make their stay worthwhile. They don't have to go and be struggling with language and everything. Food is also similar, and other stuff. But most Ghanaians are actually against Ghanaians coming to play their remaining qualifying matches in Nigeria. And most of the reasons that I've listened to online, offline, on TV, radios, and everything is based off of the fact that they are having this clash with Nigerians. Like Nigerians are always the ones trying to want to be ahead and everything, so they have this clash with Nigerians, and so they are better, or they prefer not to even play the matches than to play it in Nigeria. And then one of the people that I saw, one Ghanaian that I heard his comment as to why he thinks that they shouldn't play the match in Nigeria or the remaining matches in Nigeria, was because, according to him, and I quote, he said Nigerians will now come back for them, saying that they've given them a lot of things in the past, and now it is now stadium. And I begin to wonder, like, really? The Africa that I used to know is not what I'm actually seeing right now. Recently, there has been a fight, there has been conflict between Nigeria and some African countries, and it has really gotten to a point where people can now agree to just withdraw from match or from games that are actually bringing joy to people's faces, just because they have conflicts, whether internet conflict or real life conflict, because most of all these things are just cruise to Nigerians, which I think, or I know. And then somebody is saying that instead of them to play these matches in Nigeria, they rather back out of the matches. And I be like, why would somebody want to even say that, just because you're having clash with or the country or Nigerians? Would you want to just back out? This is something that Nigerians are not even giving that oh, not come, oh, don't come to our country, we don't want you to come to our country. Like, Nigerians didn't even say anything to that effect, like saying that Ghanaians should not come to the country to play these matches because they're having this fight or whatever. And that's one thing about Nigeria, they are actually welcoming. Nigerians are actually welcoming. And this is something that most African countries or most African nationals would not want to believe. They would not want to just agree to it. But Nigerians are welcoming people. And for this reason, they have actually welcomed Ghanaians or Ghana to come and play these matches in Nigeria. Nigerians will not stop them from coming to play these matches. It is very, very not possible that Nigerians will say, oh, they should not come, blah, blah, blah. They've always have this clash with Nigerians. Like, Ghanaians have always have this clash with Nigerians. Like, oh, you people are calling yourself giant of Africa, yet you don't have electricity, this, that. And now they will have no choice than to come and play their matches in Nigeria, and the same Nigeria without electricity that they said. Okay, so I believe that if Africa can just unite, the basic reason or the basic thing is just for Africans to unite, because one day you will need somebody, you will need another African country where you cannot do something, or where you are not able to actually fulfill what you want to do, or be able to, you need help, like you need help. Another African country can come up and assist you to do all of that without you having to carry this ego and be making yourself feel like you are not wanted, or because it's going to be like it's in everybody. You cannot do a particular thing all by yourself. You cannot do everything all by yourself. Same way like that in a country. Okay, people cannot do, or a country may not be able to do a particular thing all by themselves. They might be failing in one part and be good in another part, and that does not mean that that country is actually failing. If their stadiums are not in the shape it is supposed to be according to CAF, then they should just ask Nigerians, or Nigeria rather, because it is not the whole of Nigerians, you get what I mean. Ask Nigeria, we need to play in your stadium, or want to play your stadium, and let it come from Nigeria that, oh, you cannot play in our stadium because we have beef with you, or you guys don't like us, all those kind of thing. And which is something that I know that Nigerians will not do. Okay, we have these open arms, or Nigerians have these open arms to welcome Ghanaians, especially Ghanaians. I don't know the love that we have so much for Ghanaians, but we so love Ghanaians, and we are always looking forward to, lend a hand whenever they are in one or two difficulty or whatever. We are always open to help. We are always open to welcome them and everything. And I feel like this is something that Africans should, learn. You cannot do everything as a nation on your own. You need another nation to at least assist you once in a while. That does not mean that you're a country that is failing. It is not. Okay, you are growing, you are a work in progress. You will get to your destination at some point, but as your process is going, you need help, you need the assistance. So this is me reaching out to Ghanaians saying that, look, you guys are so much welcome in Nigeria. Nobody is asking you guys not to come. Nobody is asking you guys not to play your remaining matches in Nigeria. This is a game that Africans love. Football is a game that Africans love. Everybody is going to support you guys. Nigerians will never tell you not to come and play your matches in Nigeria because you guys have this beef. Funny enough, this beef is just online cruise to many, many Nigerians, and people don't know this. They just take it too serious and all of that. So I feel like they should just relax. Everything is not about competition, you guys. If your stadium is not okay according to CAF, this is the body that is involved. If it's not okay and you have an opportunity to get an okay stadium, then that is fine. As long as the country permits you to use it, that is fine. It is not something that should be a struggle or a tussle for you guys. Okay, so let me know in the comment section what you think about Ghanaians refusing to play their remaining matches in Nigeria because they have this beef. And you guys, I will be in the comment section, okay, to see your comments so that we can, talk about this. Thank you guys so much.